The Allison Show, and this is an episode of Craft School. Today at Craft School, we're going to learn about the differences of felt. I do a lot of projects that involve felt, and there's actually a really big difference between low quality felt and high quality felt, but it can be confusing. I've spent a lot of time researching, yes, a lot of time researching felt, and I'm going to share some examples of what kind of felt you want to use for different projects and what the differences really are and why you're paying more for certain felt than you are for others. Let's get started. All right, the first felt we're going to talk about is Eco Felt. You can find this at all of the major craft stores. I think you can even find it at some grocery stores. It's 100% synthetic. It has absolutely zero wool content in it, and that's why it's Eco Felt. It's made from recycled plastic bottles. They want you to pat yourself on the back. Because it is synthetic, the color will never fade. That's a pro. It's very inexpensive. One of these sheets is about 20 or 30 cents. You can buy it by the yard, and they're big bolts for about $3 to $4. So if you had an inexpensive craft that you're not really looking to keep for a lot of years, this would be a good option for you. The number one problem with this Eco Felt is one, because it is synthetic, it will wreak havoc on your scissors. I learned this lesson the hard way. So if you have some really good sewing shears and you're snipping away at your felt, it absolutely kills them. So you're gonna wanna use some less nice scissors there. As you can see, this is one of my Happy Hooters. And I used Eco Felt for his eyes, and it pills really, really badly. So if you want to make a little plushie for a little person and you want to be able to wash it, this is what's going to happen. And even if you don't wash it, this is probably what's going to happen with Eco Felt. So that's why it's really inexpensive. The only place I found this felt, particularly in as many colors as on Etsy by a particular seller. And if you go to my site, The Allison Show, I'm going to have links to all of the places where you can find these felts. This felt is a blend, and most felts you're going to buy are a blend. It runs about $1 for a sheet 9 by 12. It comes in a lot of colors. You do have to order it online to find the variety of colors, and it is a mix of 70% viscose and 30% wool felt. This does hold up a little bit nicer. The flower that I'm sporting today is made out of this felt. The pro is it's a lot less expensive than 100% wool felt. It's about $1 a sheet. The cons, it's harder to find, it's harder to get. You have to order it, so if you want to make a craft project right this second, you're gonna have to wait. You can, at the craft store, buy this type of felt by the yard. It comes in very limited colors, and they all kind of have a little bit of a heathered look. Some of the reds and pinks and purples don't look as heathered, but the greens and the blues and the grays definitely do. And this is about a 40-60 mix. So this is 40% wool, 60% acrylic, or something synthetic. Like I said, if you're gonna buy it in the craft store, they're little bolts. It's about $10, $8 to $10 a yard, and they're that big, whatever that is. They're not very long bolts, so it's very expensive. You definitely want to use your coupon. It's pilling, P-I-L-L. It's peeling quite a bit. I've never washed this. If you're gonna have an item like this that isn't gonna get a lot of hands-on wear, isn't gonna rub against a lot of things, and let's be honest, I'll probably lose this in a year or two, no big deal. I would really recommend this felt. Now we move to the creme de la creme felt. This felt gets me positively giddy, and once you've been working with crappy felt a lot and you feel it in your hands, when you get to 100% wool crafting felt, you're gonna freak out. It's soft, it's buttery, it's luxurious, it cuts like a dream, and you definitely pay for the quality. This little piece right here is about $3 for this piece. I made a Lucky Feather pillow. This is $9 worth of felt right here. So, but as you can see, this has had a lot of wear, and it is pilling just a tiny bit, but not so much that it really is gonna bother me. That is the upside of the 100% wool crafting felt. I do have two places that are my absolute favorite, best colors, best customer service. I'm gonna list where you can get those on my blog again. This is 100% wool felt as well. As you can see, this is probably 2 millimeters thick, maybe 3. It has a lot of what you would refer to as loft. It's very fluffy, very thick. It hasn't been matted down like this 100% wool crafting felt. So you can find this at the fabric store, and it's very expensive by the yard, somewhere between $10 and $15. And this is good for certain projects. It's very itchy, very scratchy. So if the pattern or your project calls for 100% wool felt, don't be confused. This is also 100% wool felt. This is 100% wool crafting felt. And it usually is about 1 millimeter in thickness. If you have any questions, please be sure to ask me at my blog. I love to answer them there, or shoot me an email. I hope you found this informative, but it is a sexy, gorgeous medium that you can do so many things with. I have a lot of patterns and projects that call for felt on my blog, so check them out. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Craft School Felt 101. As always, I am Allison of The Allison Show. Keep it crafty and keep it sassy, and I'll see you real soon. Thanks for watching.